Uh, Welcome to a presentation where Exeleas Footwear. I'm Angela Fonua and I'm the CEO.
My name is Alex Opell. I'm the CFO.
I'm Ellie Nguyen. I'm CMO.
I'm Waly Elifrance, and I'm the COO.
We are going to be covering 3 years with our data, year 17 to year 19. So we will try and give you brief summaries, but it is a lot of information. So just bear with us. I'll start off with our mission statement. Our main goal with our mission statement is to be the global leader in athletic footwear with a focus on consistent quality and changing styles to meet the market trends. Our vision statement is to deliver better products compared to our competitors and in making our stakeholders our number one priority.
All right, we're gonna jump right into product line. We operate globally in 4 different facilities, and which is North America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Pacific, and Latin America. As you can see, guys can see from in the bottom of the screen, our superior material, amount of models, enhancing style and features, or TQM and Sigma quality. This is also part of our focus differentiation. We provide decent quality, but we put in our focus into the enhanced style and feature that combined with the amount of models that we have, which help us to give the customer what they really want. Because our focus is styling consumers that are price conscious, which allow us to provide a shoe that's not too expensive, but meet the needs of those kind of customers. And then our ideal customers are athlete, people, consumer that are really active, middle income consumers, basically all gender, women, men, children between the age of 5 to 50. And our markets is online, or wholesales and private label.
Our business strategy was based on an integrated strategy. We focused on being slightly above average quality with a competitive price. Our company worked on a real-world application with economical, low-risk decisions, and we focused on moving away from both high-end and low-cost competitors. This graph here will show you how we moved from year 12 to year 19. We were able to find ourselves an integrated strategy right in the middle with no direct competitors. Our closest competitor was Go the Distance. However, early on, we were competing with ABJLO. And in year 19, Champions was the closest financially for our competitors. By year 14, we did isolate ourselves in the middle, and all markets across all facilities looked like these graphs.
Now we continue the competitive analysis with the data. So aligned with our integrated strategy, we aim for the SQ rating higher than the industry average, but lower than our competitor go-to distance for the past 3 years, as you can see on the graph. Next is we compare about the internet price. Again, we focus on keeping our price lower than industry average as well as the go-to distance company for the internet price as well as the wholesale price in the past 3 years. Here. Next is the comparison of the market share. So here we want to pinpoint in the market share for the year 19, we compare to the industry average as well as the go-to distance, seeing that The wholesale market, we have the market share lower than the industry average in the most region, except the Asia market that we also beat the go-to-distance company as well. For the internet market share, we have the higher market share than the industry average in North America and Asia Pacific, and lower than the industry for other two regions. So here is our 3 years comparison between our company and go-to-distance. You can see that the wholesale market share, even though in year 17 we have a lower market share, but our growth is faster in the Asia region compared to go-to-distance company. And the internet market share, again, in year 17, we have lower than go-to-distance by more than 10%, but we shortened the gap by average of 5% through the year 19. Next is our comparison about the sales and promotion strategy. We have a rebate offer of $6, higher than the average industry and lower than go-to-distance company, which offer $8 for year 17-18 and $6 in year 19. For the clearance sales, we have the 25% of clearance sales for the past 3 years in 3 major markets, and we don't have except the market of Latin America that we don't have a production there, so we don't have a clearance there. Celebrity, in the next slides, we will show you the graph and the data that show we have the highest coverage of celebrity in the past 3 years compared to go-to-distance companies. And we hope to continue that competitive advantage in the future. As continue is our comparison of search engine expense as well as branding expense. As you can see that we have a lower expense compared to go-to-distance by about 54%. Here is the branding advertising. Next, we will talk about the corporate social responsibility.
So our corporate responsibility was low compared to competitors. We focused on improved working conditions and invested in ventilation, lighting, and safety. We also contributed a small 2% pre-tax profit in year 19. We need to focus on increasing our corporate responsibility over the next 5 years to positively impact our image rating.
With our production capabilities in year 17, we were equally competitive in North America and Asia Pacific with Go the Distance and Exeleas. Go the Distance was not a competitor in Europe, Africa, and in Latin America, we were not an entrant yet. So year 18 is when we did enter the Latin American market. Go the Distance was still not a market competitor in Europe, Africa, and in North America and Asia Pacific, they increased their production capabilities as well as we remained the same along with Champion. In year 19, Go the Distance increased yet again in North America and Asia Pacific. Champions and Exeleas both remain the same in Asia Pacific and North America. Again, we entered into Latin America in year 18, so we were a strong competitor there. With the investments made in our production facilities, in year 17, we reduced the reject rate with special equipment in North America and Europe, Africa that year. We also purchased new production equipment in North America and Asia Pacific, and we constructed the Latin America facility. In year 18, we purchased the production equipment to start making 2 million pairs in Latin America. In year 19, no investments were made. In year 17 through 19, as Alex said, we focused on energy efficiency initiatives.
This is our human resources strategy. Base wages, fringe, and overtime were comparable to industry average. However, we did offer a higher incentive pay to try and reduce the reject rate in all of our facilities. Year 17 on average is higher because we only had 3 facilities in operation versus 4 in year 18 and 19. The expansion helped to reduce the regular and overtime costs for our company. The graph on the bottom just shows you the industry average versus Exeleas, and you can see that we are right on target. This slide is our financial strategy. It shows you that our strategy was based on average industry gross profit margin, operating margin, and net margin, which we exceeded all 3 by year 19. We also tried to stay competitive with our dividend payout, but we were slightly behind average. Our days inventory were great, and we just worked to keep those in line so that we didn't have too much product or obsolete product. The next slide shows you our financial performance. So the graph on the left is profit and return analysis. All show a steady increase over the last 3 years, which is great. Alternatively, the graph on the right shows our debt to equity and our long-term debt to capital, which have decreased steadily over the last 3 years. This slide is our financial performance continued, where you can see our earnings per share, stock price, and dividend. Our earnings per share doubled each year, and our stock price jumped extremely high from $16 to $146 per share. The bottom shows you our liquidity, both current ratio and quick ratio, and our financial leverage, which have steadily increased over the last 3 years and show that we are financially healthy. These graphs here just give you a comparison to our competitors. In all 3, we are very competitive with the champions financially, and Go the Distance is slightly ahead of us. So this is earnings per share. Next slide is stock price. So you can see that champions, again, we're right on target. Go the Distance slightly higher. And the last one's ROE. We have caught up as of year 19 with both competitors and are doing great.
With our SWOT analysis, we acknowledge that our strengths as Exeleas are high celebrity appeal and our upgraded production equipment and our facilities. Our weaknesses are our limited and our high cost production capabilities and our low brand awareness and brand image. The opportunity that we acknowledge is the exit of Delightful Dashers from all markets, meaning that they are no longer a competitor in all 4 regions, and internet and wholesale. A threat that we acknowledge is changing market trends and competitor strategy change. With our future strategic plans and our tone matrix, we would like to pair our strength with high celebrity appeal with the exit of Delightful Dashers in all markets, and we'd continue to bid on our celebrities to keep that celebrity appeal high and hopefully gain that market share that Delightful Dashers has left behind. Our weakness paired with that opportunity is to lower our prices, and hopefully that will increase our brand image. That's the target, and to gain that market share. Our strength paired with our threat is to upgrade our production equipment in Latin America with the reduced reject rate special equipment, and hopefully to supply more pairs of shoes into the market. To minimize our weakness and our threats, we hope to increase production to lower our cost of goods sold and to supply inventory to meet trend changes.
All right, guys, we're gonna jump into our future plans, future strategic plans. Our first plan is to increase compensation for workers and managing all 4 facilities, because we want to manage on a greater scales, and we want to increase our profitability, because we want to continue to motivate our employees, because all is gonna lead to productivity and profitability. So that's gonna cost us $100,000, and then we're going to do this. We're gonna finance it through a 10-year bank loan, and for our second one is celebrity appeal, because we want to build brand personality and credibility, and also we want to enter new markets, and that's gonna cost us $10 million, and we're gonna finance it through cash flow. And the last one is expand production capability, grow a branded and private label production, and then we're gonna do this to a 10-year, 10 million. That's gonna cost us 10 million, and we're gonna do this to in year 21 through a bank loan.
With those future strategic plans in mind, our future performance targets are 3-year goals. With our earnings per share, we hope to increase every year by $2 and approximately 50 cents roughly. With our return on equity, we hope to decrease by about 2.5% each year. And our stock price is based off a projected targeting of 25% increase each year. That is based on a linear analysis. It could be possibly higher, but we went with a more conservative approach. And then our credit rating is currently an A-. We hope to increase that over the course of the next 3 years to an A+. With our production expansions, we hope to increase in Latin America by 2 million pairs, in Europe, Africa by 1 million pairs, and that's each year. And then with our market share, we have seen a historical trend of approximately 3% increase, and we kept that trend throughout year 20 to 22 as our future target. And then before you go, we do have a slight joke. Why should one think twice before investing in businesses in Egypt? Because they have pyramid schemes. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you.